Grambling football news. GFN.
What's up, family? Welcome back to GFN. So this is our, like I said before, this is our first live show, and we just appreciate all you guys being a part of it. Yeah. So the main thing that we want to talk about today is today's matchup, right? Grambling versus Jackson State. Poncho, you can come on up on the stage, brother. Come on, have a seat, brother. GFN. So we know that both Jackson State and Grambling, they want to win this game, of course, but it's one thing to want to win, but it's something different to actually win. So I want to talk about the keys of the game, or the keys to win that these guys are going to have to do to win. So let's start with Jackson State. If Jackson State wants to win this game, what do they have to do, Poncho?
They have to not turn the ball over, number one. Number two, they have to go out and execute the game plan.
Yeah.
And number three, they got to make big plays on special teams. That's what I think the keys. Yeah. I don't want to be giving keys away to Jackson State because I'm all G, you see? So at any rate, though, and that's in pretty much any game, it's about controlling the clock, executing plays, minimizing penalties and turnovers.
Yeah, for sure. How about you, Professor G?
There's a quarterback at Jackson named Dameon Morgan that was having a killer season before he got hurt. Yeah. Hadn't quite been the same since he got back, but when you look at his numbers, 1,120 yards, 11 touchdowns, to me, when you got a guy up under center that's that dynamic, as much as people talk about Andrew Bodie, I think that Dameon Morgan has an arm comparable, may not be the dynamic runner that he is, but to me, if he has a big game against Grambling, it could be a long afternoon for the Tigers from the northern part of Louisiana.
For sure, man, and I've been checking them out as well. Jackson State, for me, if they just continue to do what they've been doing, they have the keys, they have the ingredients to go ahead and win the game. You know, as GFN, of course, you know what I want. You know who I want to win. But reality is, you know, those guys have been TC got them straight, right? So as long as they can keep that up, we're good. We're good.
Now
so
they are coming off a bye week.
Yes, they are.
You understand that, but they did knock off Alabama State when they got Morgan back, so I think they're going to have a lot of confidence coming in. I can't wait to watch this game.
Oh, man, this is going to be amazing.
Somebody they knocked off last time. Coach Rob used to say, yesterday's kisses are no good for today. If the game is going to be played today in Allegiant Stadium, the Tigers versus the Tigers, and the top Tiger is going to come out on top, and we think that's going to be Grambling.
For sure, for sure. All right, so, and that's a great segue. So the next thing we want to talk about, all right, Grambling. So if Grambling's trying to win this game, right, there's some things that Grambling need to do. So, Poncho, you kind of talked about it. For them Tigers to go ahead and, for the Grambling Tigers to go ahead and make this and take this victory today, what are some of the keys they need to do for this game?
I think, like the gentleman said, the dynamic quarterback for Jackson State, you have to keep him on the bench. Yeah. What you have to do is have long, sustained drives, get first downs, eliminate mistakes, eliminate turnovers, and keep yourself in the ball game. As long as they keep him on the bench, we got an opportunity to win the game. Because if you let him get in the game and having the dynamic playmaking ability that he has, if he warms up and gets hot, it could be a long day for the Grambling Tigers.
Oh, yeah, man, for sure.
Now, let's be real. Last year, y'all cooled him off a bench, Poncho. I mean, he had 5 interceptions. Yeah. Jackson had 5 picks against Grambling. Hey, I'm not hating on you, Jackson. Those on the record. That's the history. Those are the facts. All right. They also gave up a pick 6 last year, too. Okay. So you put everything into the mix with the dynamic way that the defense is playing and their big play capability. I think Grambling has more than a puncher's chance in this fight.
Yeah, man. One thing I've said, even on my show throughout this year, is that Grambling got athletes. And that's something that, not that, no shade on nobody else in the SWAC, but these guys got athletes. They can run off a 70-yard pass or a 70-yard run. They've done it multiple times. The main thing for them is that they just need to put together a complete game. At first, I talked about the beginning of the season, their special teams was killing them, right? But they cleaned that up. And in fact, the last 2 or 3 games, the special teams is what's kept them in the game. So they've cleaned that up, but then they started with the turnovers, and the turnovers got them in trouble. So if they can just play a complete game, man, I think they're gonna surprise. I think they can surprise Jackson State, and they might be able to walk out of here with the W, man.
Make no mistake about it, spectators. This is a great rivalry. Throw the records out the window. Grambling won last week. Jackson State was off. Jackson State won going into the bye week. This is going to be a battle of the big cats, and the top cat will come out on top.
Wow. And this is the 74th time in the rivalry. Grambling does, in fact, hold the lead in the rivalry.
Okay.
So, and this dates back to the days of Coach Rob, W.C. Gordon. Much love to all of them because, we seem to get dwarfed by the atmosphere that was Coach Prime. But he wouldn't have been able to take over a program with that greatness had it not been for Coach Morgan. And I don't think anybody ever talked about that in those couple seasons that he was down there. W.C. Gordon is a hell of a coach that really was dwarfed by the greatness of Coach Rob. But in the annals of Black College history, he don't really have to take a back seat to nobody.
Oh yeah, and these two institutions, I think people don't know this. When we start talking about NFL Hall of Famers, right? Grambling has more NFL Hall of Famers than any other school in Louisiana. Jackson State has more NFL Hall of Famers than any other school in Mississippi.
What? Not
man,
Ole Miss?
Man, I'm telling you, man.
Not Mississippi State?
Man, look.
What?
I'm telling you, dude. So these guys, these schools have pumped out some great talent over the years. And guess what, man? We got one on right here, man. We pumped out some great talent. So, all right, Poncho, man. One thing I want to do, man, I want to talk about you for a minute, man. So, I want to talk about your path, man. You had an interesting move, I guess, an interesting career, starting out at Grambling and then moving on to play professional sports with the Las Vegas Raiders. Well, they wasn't Las Vegas. They was in Oakland and Los Angeles, but with the Raiders, the Minnesota Vikings, and the Saints, man. So just talk to me about that, man.
Look, first of all, had the blessings of having the opportunity to go to Grambling and sign a scholarship and play for Eddie G. Robinson, the greatest coach that we've ever known and anybody could ever remember. So, coming in this program, he had a story-winning program, and he was a great man, a great football mind, a great motivator. He was everything to us. He gave us the outline and the template to show us how it was supposed to be done, how to learn how to win, be willing to pay the price to winning, and forget how to lose. And that was a big part of my life. I went to Grambling State University on football scholarship, but I ended up starting on the basketball team before I was playing football. And before I left Grambling, I was the leading scorer on the basketball team, the leading rebounder, the leader in the conference in field goal percentage, and the team captain. So I was actually a 3-sport athlete: football, basketball, and
Talk
track
about
and field. Yeah, I won 3 championships, all in the same year, different sports. One in football, one in basketball, one in track and field. But more importantly, as Eddie Robinson would do and have us, I graduated on time in 4 years. So that right there really catapulted my status around the country. Mr. Al Davis, who was over the Los Angeles Raiders, saw that, and he chose me. I didn't know. I was a tweener. I was a basketball player and a football player, so I didn't know which one I may have an opportunity to go at. But after football chose me, and Mr. Al Davis saw that talent coming out of Grambling and the relationship that he had with Al Davis and Eddie Robinson and producing big-time players, he saw that I had the capability of integrating into the Raider organization and becoming a starter for the Raiders from 1991 to 96. I was at the Raiders. I got drafted in 1991 in the 10th round, 274th player taken. And 10 years later, 6 with the Raiders, 5 in LA, 1 in Oakland, 3 in Minnesota, and then I went home to the New Orleans Saints and spent my last season where we went from worst to first, won the first playoff game in the history of their 34-year existence. So that was New Orleans Saints' really first Super Bowl, and I was a part of that. So I'm just blessed. God has really blessed me to have the opportunity and give me the talent for me to be the one to go out and exhibit that and be a blessing and show people that nothing is impossible. You put God first, then anything that you want to do is definitely possible.
That's right, man. You talked about Coach Rob, man. Give us your take on Coach Rob.
I mean, Coach Rob was just an unbelievable individual. We walked with a man who we looked at like he was the Messiah because he was well respected, businessmen respected him, NFL owners respected him around the country because of the way of his character, the way he carried himself, the way he knew and understood how to integrate our talent into the big picture and be an impact. And, I can't say enough about him. He was like a second father figure at home with me being in college. And he saved, a lot of gentlemen, not just football players. He produced doctors, lawyers. Yep. There's people, all over every genre in business. And that's what he stood for, a level of excellence. And that's why we came out and celebrated this weekend. The Al Davis, Eddie Robinson Leadership Academy was yesterday. It jumped off out in Henderson at the facility, and we're a part of that. We're a family. We are all a part of that commitment to excellence.
And can we go back to Mr. Davis for a second?
Yeah.
Because a lot of those innovative AFL, what the NFL would call renegade owners, went to HBCUs to get their players.
Yep.
We were talking offline about Willie Brown, great Grambling guy, has been seen in one of them iconic NFL films moment, returning a Super Bowl touchdown to ice a game against what it was, the Vikings or something at that time, which is ironic because you were a Raider and a Viking. But that's what Coach Rob was about.
Yep.
He saw 50 years ahead every year that I got a chance to talk to him. So I want to ask you two guys, how many times did you ever hear this line? The only certainties are uncertainties. I didn't play for him, but I was around enough to be blessed to hear that from Coach Rob. Change the direction of your life.
I'll go right quick. One of the things that I learned from Coach Rob, he used to always tell the quarterbacks, take what the defense gives you. And I've applied that to my life, right? If I run into an obstacle, take what the defense gives me. And it's worked out great for me. Poncho.
Yeah, so what I really want to do is pay homage and respect to Willie Brown. He was part of the Raider organization. He went to Grambling. He was a Hall of Famer, and he was the defensive team captain, I believe, for the Raiders for 10 straight years. This is the person that really integrated this team and got us in a position where we became family, and that's Willie Brown. And he passed on, but he's here today, and he lives through me because he taught me, and that's why I'm paying. I could have my jersey on, but I'm not bigger than him. I understand and respect his, the thing that he did to put me in position. So I'm gonna make sure that nobody ever forgets about him as well. You see, I have his autograph right there, Willie Brown, Hall of Fame, number 24, one of Grambling's greatest all time. So that question you asked me about in reference to Al Davis and how he has started to help in areas that other people have passed us by. This gentleman knew, Mark Davis knew what his father stood for. And we helped build this house. People from HBCUs, people from Grambling, Jackson State, wherever they came from and was fortunate enough to be within that Raider organization, we all have equity in that organization and we want the best for them. When I was there, all I was there for was to win and to produce and to do a good job for the fans. Al Davis did so much outside of the game to help us and put us in a position where we can get inside the game. And so what Mark Davis is doing now, he's going back and paying respect to not just his father's homage, but Eddie Robinson as well. And we're a part of Eddie Robinson. We're his family. We're a team. We come with that. So with respect, dignity, hard work, and being high skilled and motivated, I know we can plug in and help make the Raiders organization great again.
All right. Well, the next thing I wanted to go into, because we got about 10 minutes left on this segment. Poncho, you got a book, brother. And it talks about your journey, man, and your love affair with football and sports in general, man. Could you just speak on that right quick?
Yeah, well, my book, I wrote it, almost 2 years old now. I released it on February the 14th, 2024, in homage and respect to me and my wife. Our anniversary is February 14th, 1993. It's 32 years of marriage. That's the person who has been here for me.
All right.
That's the person that's been here with me. She went to Grambling as well. It's not me just did all this by myself. Through God and being with my wife, it helped put me in a position to be successful and make an impact with men, women, and children in the community. That's what our job is, and that's what our task is. So I'm thankful and grateful for that. The book was spawned by a letter that was written to me from Mr. Al Davis. It was handwritten, hand-signed. I was not playing for the Raiders at the time. I had moved on and played with the Minnesota Vikings. But he sent me a letter and sent me a special message in reference to how he felt about who I was, the character, my game, what I meant to the organization, and to never forget that once a Raider, always a Raider. So what I did was took this letter and did a flashback to my early childhood when I started liking sports, when I was watching Will Chamberlain, Dr. J, and everybody who was coming on television and that was famous, and try to emulate those guys, and one day hope and pray that if I ever had an opportunity to be in that space, I would be able to know what it feels like to be famous and have clothes and cars and all of that. And you know, when that spawned in my mind, that love for sport, and so the letter, the things that he wrote in that letter made me reflect back to the very moment that I first started loving sports, and I thought that I should write about it so that other people would have an outline and a guideline and a template, so that some of the mistakes and pitfalls that I made, you won't have to make those same mistakes. The book is there. It's called G-Man for All Seasons, Touchdowns, Dunks, and Jumps, and the reason why I called it that, because I am the only player in Grambling State University history, or anywhere else that we can think of right now, that went to college, played 3 sports, won a championship. Won a championship in each sport, football, basketball, and track and field in the same year, and graduated on time. I got you. I got one up on you. Catch me if you can.
Yeah, man, that's good, man. And I think that was one of the things that I remember that Coach Rob always expressed, was making sure that the players got their education. As a matter of fact, Poncho probably remember this. He come through that bell at what 5 o'clock in the morning, get ready for 2 days. Yeah, man, 5:30. It's up. Get out them beds. It's time to go. So I mean, you know, and the only people that was up earlier than us was the band.
The great thing about all outstanding lifetime Hall of Fame coaches, A, they're great people, but B, they use the game of football as a metaphor for life. Mm-hmm. And if you pick up on the life lessons through the metaphors, that the way that your coaches are speaking to you, you'll be a better person. You may not like what they say at the time.
You ain't gonna like it.
And it's gonna cut you to your ego, and you're gonna be like, wow. But then there's gonna be a moment, a seminal moment down the line when you grow up.
Yeah.
And then you're gonna be like, wow, I got this to fall back on. Can you think of a moment like that, Poncho, where Coach almost told you what was gonna happen, and boom, you were ready for it in that moment?
Yeah, I think from Eddie Robinson's standpoint, his, you know, how he wanted you to be great, how he wanted you to respect you, your family, to know who you were, to respect the journey, and put yourself in a position to be disciplined and give yourself a chance. Don't stomp your own foot. I think he wasn't a big yeller, he wasn't a big cursor. Everything he did and the way he taught us was in a respectful manner.
Yep.
At the end of the day, we always had respect for him. We never cursed him. Cursing against him was forbidden, because he was the string on the guitar to the music, to the whole Grambling. The president of Grambling played football for him. Everybody that was a part of Grambling ended up being associated with Eddie Robinson in some shape, form, or fashion, or he could put you in contact with somebody that would help enhance you as a person, whether it was business or it was sports. And we looked up to him, and I loved him. I challenged him a couple times, and he challenged me. But I just knew that I thought that this guy who coached in the 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, and 90s, he's coached all these players. He's coached all these great players. He got a lot of football players he got to keep up with. But he can't keep up with me. I can move one step faster than he can think I got it. I never did win that race, but it helped build me. It helped build my character. It helped build me as a player. It helped build me into the person that is a disciple of Eddie Robinson. And Grambling State University and the G-Men are the most exclusive football fraternity in the history of HBCU.
That's right.
I thought you knew. Y'all ain't ready for me, boys.
Boy, his quiet confidence that Coach Rob had used to be enough to intimidate teams without a cuss word. He walks in, it's like the Pope or something like that.
Yeah, I remember when I played, man. He was a celebrity. I mean, everybody knew that, but it was like a real celebrity. Whenever you get off the bus, everybody was around him, trying to holler at him, you know? And rightfully so, man. He deserved it, man. He deserved it. He was Coach Rob. So, Poncho, man, any parting words as we wrap this segment up, man? Any parting words you want to tell people about your book, about anything you got going on as far as anything, man?
Well, the book is on Amazon. Once again, it's called G-Man for All Seasons, Touchdowns, Dunks, and Jumps. I want everybody to have a great time. Move over to the area, take pictures. This is iconic. This is going to spawn conversation and memories for a long time. I want to thank Atomic Golf for helping get us set up. Everybody associated with why we're here today. We are making history here today in Las Vegas, Nevada. Grambling State University versus Jackson State University Tigers at Allegiant Stadium. And this facility is magnificent. And when the DJs come out and we get the square dancing and stepping, we're going to turn this mother up.
All right, man. Appreciate you. All right, y'all.
You the best, bro.
That was it for this segment. Yeah, he's the best, brother. So we about to go back into our party session. My man, DJ Gentleman George, man. Hey, brother, it's your house now, man. You can take it away, brother.
Grambling football news. GFN.
All right, everybody. Welcome back to GFN with our first live show. Thank you, gentlemen. Thank you. All right, man, so we're going to do a little something different this time. Right? We've been talking about sports, right? And the impact that sports has had on everybody. But one of the impacts that sports has had is to be able to give back to the youth, right? So I want to bring up to the stage a special guest. And she has a group of kids with her. Shane Marshall, where you at? All right, come on, Shane.
Shane doing the Lord's work, my friend.
Yes, sir. And Shane, I'm gonna have you come up here, and I'm gonna have the kids kind of stand down here.
You got this thing down. You look like you've done it before.
The youth. Is our future, baby.
This is our future, boys and girls.
All right.
Give it up. That's right. Future leaders of our country who will set the tone for the world is right here. So,
okay. All right.
Teach them up.
Okay.
Coach them up.
Yeah.
And they'll shoot for the moon and land amongst the stars.
Yeah. So right here, I'm not going to do any talking. State your name and let's talk about your group.
Oh, how you guys doing? I think, is this mic, yeah?
Well, that's for the stream,
Okay,
and
that's
this is for
fine.
the house.
Perfect. Well, let's get my name right first. I'm Charnae Marshall.
Charnae. Okay, sorry about it.
I'm the youth coordinator and director over our family nonprofit, which is the Williams Marshall Leadership Program. We are under the direction of my brother-in-law, which is Brandon Marshall, the Super Bowl champion from Las Vegas, the middle linebacker. So we have had our program for probably about 10 years now.
Okay.
I think it's 10 years this year, where we career develop and we mentor kids. We've taken them on trips. We even got to take them to JSU when Deion Sanders were there. We flew 15 kids there to meet and be on the sidelines.
Okay.
And they had a really great time. A lot of our kids are athletes, some aren't. We let them do a lot of stuff in the community. They meet up with juvenile justice. Last week they did a cadet program where they were learning how to become leaders here in the city.
Okay.
So yeah, they're able to utilize our resources for scholarships and stuff like that because they do a lot of community service. A few weeks ago, we went to a mental health facility for Alzheimer's and dementia patients, where they were able to play games, bingo, which they had a blast. And yeah, that's what we pretty much do. We're pretty much hands-on here in the city. We get together once a month, and these kids have been with us, some of them for 4 years, some of them longer than that. You know, we get them until they get out of high school, and then they're on to college. We've had many kids that have went to college that have been with us within the last 10 years.
My goodness,
yes.
man.
So yeah, I'm proud of it, proud of our kids. They do a great job, so yeah, I'm grateful.
Wow. Well, I mean, first of all, I just want to thank you for the work that you've done.
No.
I mean, people like you, you're the epitome of what we need to do in the community everywhere. So I just want to make sure that you get your flowers now.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Because it's needed.
Yes.
It's needed, it's needed, it's needed.
And it's not appreciated either. So we do appreciate the fact that you are doing the work of the Lord. But I want to talk about you. What do you get out of seeing the light bulb go off in their eyes, if you know what I'm saying?
Oh, well, I was actually born in Natchez, Mississippi, but I am a Las Vegas native. I've been here pretty much all my life since I was very little. And my job with these kids is so amazing. Like, it feels so good to be able to give back. I'm a hairstylist for 32 years here, and to be able to give back to my kids and my friends, children, and pour into them. These opportunities I didn't have when I was a youth here in Vegas, and I would be so much more if I did. So we try to get these kids to visibly prepare early what it looks like to go to college. You know, we have some kids that come from great homes, and then we also have some kids that don't come from great homes. So I didn't have a really good upbringing. I was in foster care and child haven as a youth. So pouring back into these kids is exactly what makes me feel fulfilled and keeps me on the right track. So what we do, and also my brother-in-law does, he tries to humanize himself, you know, because again, you know, his struggle coming into the NFL with his mother, dealing with, you know, life changes, and just letting them know that they too can be exactly what he is.
Yeah.
And even if he can't, because a lot of times these athletes think that, okay, we're all going to the NFL, we're all going to the NBA, but we try to let them understand that that is not what you're doing. What we're doing is preparing you to go to college to get a degree, not to play football or basketball. You need that degree, so just in case it doesn't work out for you, you understand that you need a game plan.
Yeah.
And children are more successful when they have that.
Yeah, yeah.
So that's what we try to give. We actually have, although it doesn't look like it right now, we utilize kids of all nationalities. We don't turn down. It's not just, you know, we open the doors for as many kids as possible.
Oh man,
Yes.
God bless you.
Yes.
Can we, since we're running basically the RPO, you go. I'm gonna check out, and we're gonna call an audible right quick.
All right. Okay.
When I hear that the work is being done by the Lord and somebody is giving back, I know you all who's sitting in front of me have really been touched by this special woman. Right. So who's gonna raise their hand first and tell me what she meant to you? Don't be scared. Good job. What's your name?
My name's Jamil Harden, and what she means to me is like, she's like, I'm not gonna say like a God or Jesus, but like, she means a lot to me because before that, you know, I wasn't doing many events or doing things that, you know, really was memorable to me, but she came in my life and showed me that the world is more than just basketball or football.
That's right.
Wow, how about, hey, let's show some love, because really at the end of the day, that's what about. Now, ladies, you got the personification of what a great African-American woman role model is. Can you talk about what kind of model that she has been for you?
Charnae is like another mother to me. She's always been there helping us get into the community. I like how put into the community we are and how we can help other people other than just her helping us.
So at the end of the day, she's taught you how to give back. Okay, What have you learned?
I've learned that there's a lot of issues with the community, and for me, I never knew that until I joined the program and started helping out with the community. And I think it's fun, to interact. It also has helped me be more social and interact with different people that I have never met before.
So how does that make you feel knowing that you're having an impact on the future of the world, Coach?
Yeah, that's a coach. Yeah, that's a coach right there.
Hey, look, teaching done right is coaching people in the game of life, and obviously you're doing it right there.
That's right. You know what? I never even get to ask my kids anything. So like Jamil here, I'll never hear him say nothing about me. So I'm so blessed that he, immediately took the microphone. Because we try to teach our kids exactly that when somebody gives you a mic, you better speak and be able to speak loud about who you are and be proud of that. I put them in spaces like Taylor, who was very shy before. She's modeled for Macy's and for Rihanna's father at some point. Right. We put her in great situations with this organization, and Kamara and Sydney. We try to give them the space to be what they never thought that they could. And I'm glad that they can see somebody that came from a very low-income house and can come out of it. I've had my business for 32 years. I'm not no millionaire like some of these athletes, but the money for me is I made it. So I want them to understand that alone and just have their lives. And when they come back, I need them to pay it forward to this community and know what they learned here and do exactly what I did to help the kids that come after them.
And you're an example of that.
Yes.
All right. Well, and there's one last thing so that everybody knows. Could you just say the name of your group again?
Yes, we are the Williams Marshall Leadership Program. We call ourselves WNC. You'll see we have our own little merch here where, the kids have their T-shirts. They got beanies and hats and stuff. But again, I'm super proud. You guys, thank you so much for this opportunity. It's a blessing.
Problem.
Oh, no, thank you for the work that you're doing. Give it up, folks. This
Give it up,
is the future of America. They're going to take care of us and bring us out of this stuff.
All right, thank you. All right, you guys can go on and go back to golfing and hanging out. Yeah, go to the young man over here.
Okay.
All right, over here.
All right, man. So, and we have another guest that we wanted to bring onto the stage.
Hall of Famer?
Well, hey, she's a Hall of Famer in her own right. I'm not gonna do too much talking. Okay. I'm gonna let her do her own talking. All right. So Alicia, Reece.
Give it up.
Yeah. Come on up.
Come on.
Yeah, go help.
Can't have the lady come in.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
All right.
Now this lady got game.
Okay, just put this
Let's
somewhere.
be real for a second. She's a championship-winning Grambling State Lady Tiger basketball player. I mean,
There you go. You know what to do.
It's been about football all day, but it's time for the ladies, especially in the town where the WNBA champion is.
Yeah.
It's great to welcome a SWAC champion into the show.
Yes.
So it's Graham time now. She's all yours.
Yeah. So, Alicia, tell everybody, what do you do? I heard that you were a county commissioner.
I am. I'm a county commissioner in Hamilton County, which is in Cincinnati, Ohio, and 49 municipalities. I've been the vice mayor of Cincinnati. I've been also elected a state representative and president of the Ohio Legislative Black Caucus. So I've been in this a long time, But I got my degree in mass communications, and I'm also the first African American to ever be a deputy director of tourism for the whole state of Ohio.
All right, man, give it up.
Grambling did a great job for me. Great job for me, yes.
All right, so Grambling. So let's talk about your time at Grambling. What were some of the key achievements you had at Grambling? Because I heard that you did a lot.
Well, let me just say, when God gives you a direction and assignment, that's where you go. When I came out of high school, I was recruited to go to Brown University, Ivy League college, play basketball there and everything. My parents were happy, they wouldn't have to pay. But God woke me up one night and said, no, I want to go to an HBCU. So my father asked me why. And I said, well, Daddy, I want to go to a place that would train me to be a majority thinker, because I got big ideas. But the world will see me in a minority body, and they will help me navigate that. You can have big ideas, but you got to go out in this real world, and you may face obstacles and racism and sexism. So I wanted to go a place that's going to have a boot camp. And so Grambling State University, I chose it because the alumni came to my school. I never saw Grambling. I've never been away from home. 16 hours. I'm firstborn, my mom and daddy baby girl, firstborn. But I went to Grambling because alumni convinced me. So that's why I want to do everything I can as a Grambling alum to talk about that experience. I went down to get the education, but I came back with a boot camp for success in a world that's tough and difficult. And so because of that, I've been able to do a lot of things. So when I got down to Grambling, played basketball my first year, we won the SWAC, but because of the NCAA rules, we had to be voted in. We couldn't, it's not like now when they did the lawsuit and they expanded it and Title IX. We won, but we had to depend on other coaches to vote for us to get in. And we got 3 votes, we needed 4. And then I said, well, they didn't have the WNBA, and I'll be honest with you, I'm not WNBA material. I'm just getting a scholarship. But I said, no, I'm not going to do basketball anymore. I got an academic scholarship, I'm going to keep going. And I ended up running for Miss Grambling because my classmate, my roommate was running to be on the court. And I said, what's that? I had high tops, I didn't know how to wear no heels. So I ended up going for it to be on the court, became Miss Junior, and then went on to become Miss Grambling State. But in between that, I had a radio show because to get your college credits, you had to do a radio show, but I was playing basketball. I came up with this idea. They would always say it's the weekend baby, but I created this character of the weekend baby. And it became a show, and we went from 100 watts at KGRM radio to 50,000 watts. So I learned about the FCC and how to get more power. We were KGRM, 50,000 watts of clear power sound.
Oh, man.
And I had a show called It's the Weekend Baby. And I brought all the weekend happenings and everything. But Poncho was my big brother. He told people, don't mess with me.
Yeah.
And nobody messed with me.
Right. Yeah.
Like nobody messed with me, right?
No, hey, not with Poncho. They're not gonna do that.
Dating, though.
That's what I'm saying. Dating too. Nobody messed with me. Okay. Poncho said, that's my. They was like, no, you Poncho's little sister.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I met him in that way, and then when he came to Ohio, he played for the Raiders.
So we gonna bring.
He called me. He said, your big brother's in town.
We gonna bring your big brother in.
And I welcomed him as the vice mayor at that time of the city of Cincinnati. And I just love this guy because I didn't have no brothers down there. but I had Poncho, and nobody messed with Poncho.
That's right. That's right. Poncho,
nobody messed with you. Because I told them not to.
That's right, right. And then he came to Cincinnati and said, no, nobody messed with me. I was like, he's going to run this down. I do.
Yeah, well, it's a great opportunity to be here. This is an iconic day for both Grambling State and Jackson State. We are certainly appreciate all your years of service and everything that you've done, even after Grambling. You are inspiration to all of us to let us know that we can aspire to greater heights. And if you put your mind to it and take the steps in doing that, you can do just that. So,
that's right. That's right. That's right.
We are very proud of you, Grambling alumni. We are G-men, and she is a G-lady.
So we got about 2 more minutes left. Professor G, was anything else you wanted to ask about on the sports end of it?
No, I just want to praise her for her success, because we've seen African-American women who were of presidential caliber be shunned and mocked by the masses.
Yep.
But we know that black girl magic is more than just a phrase.
That's right.
It's the personification of all the ladies from HBCUs in this room, and you just happen to be my new little sister.
Yeah,
too.
that's right.
So congratulations, God bless.
And if it's okay,
and
my
keep
little
doing
sister
what
too.
you do, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because we got to protect the sisters right now, because they under assault. All I got to do is show you the statistics of like about 6,000 black American federal workers who are out of work right now, largely because they just strong black women who possess black girl magic. Get with it. It's not our fault you can't handle it. They make the nation turn. You are the axis of the world. Make no mistake about that.
We thank you and we appreciate you for all that you've done.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Can I tell you what y'all doing here is amazing?
Okay, let's do it.
Let me just say real quick, what you're doing here today is amazing. This prototype that will be a national prototype, and you're doing it right here with Grambling State University. And let me just say, Grambling, that's what we do. I see so many people here at Grambling. I'm just one of the success stories. We got success all over the world, and I just want to say to be a part of that. And what we're doing today is another example of doing something that's historic. The streaming, we're live, we're at this beautiful facility.
Yes.
And you know, we got a great Grambling and Jackson State. I mean, I want to tell y'all, this is not normal. This is not normal. This is history right now in the making. So I just want to thank y'all. And I thank you for allowing me to be a part of it. So we'll make sure we get it out in Ohio in the Midwest.
For sure, for sure.
Thank you for giving us history to talk about.
Thank you.
You know what I'm saying?
Alicia Reece, everybody.
Alicia Reece, boys and girls.
All right.
We got
so that's wrapping up this segment. Now I'm going to hand it back over to my main man, Gentleman George, in a second, so we can get this thing going, get this party back started.
Yeah, let's get it crunk.
Yeah, man. So while Gentleman George is going on here, we're gonna talk about this little game right quick that's coming up.
There's a game today?
That is a game today, man.
Wow.
There is a game today, man. So who do you, well, you know what? We're going to leave that for our last segment.
Okay.
We're going to leave that for our last segment because we're going to have my man Brian Lowe coming back up here in a few on our next segment. But for everybody that's here in the party, we're going to go and let Gentleman George get us straight on the ones and twos, brother.
Grambling football news. GFN.
All right, everybody, welcome back to GFN. We're about to hit our last segment, and on this last segment, we're going to have an award show. We're going to hand out some awards. I say award show, it's going to be real quick, but we're going to hand out some awards to some people who have not only been beneficial to the HBCU culture, but the culture in general. So we just want to thank and honor them. And then after that, we're going to bring up my man Brian Lowe, and we're going to have a little talk about working in professional sports from an executive level. So, ER, man.
Yeah.
Can you go ahead and do these awards and help honor our guests?
I'd be honored to.
All right, man. All right. ER, everybody.
All right. What's happening, HBCU fans? I'm ER, and we're here several reasons. One is to thank Poncho Glover for allowing us to have this space for this HBCU tailgate. 2, of course, is tailgate, so it's a party. But the most important part is in all of this, it's in Las Vegas, and there are people who've had a serious impact on Las Vegas. Now, what we wanted to do is start off with one of our VIPs is here. She's a Jackson State alumni. Am I saying that right? Alumni. And she is here representing Jackson State University, so we want to call her up to the stage really quick. She goes by, well, her real name is Taylor, middle name, or AKA Tay Cheesy. We want you to come on up, Tay Cheesy, to receive your award for having an impact all over the country, actually, if you come this way. All over the country, she came in and was the spark for the party, and we definitely want to give her some accolades and just talk a little bit about her experience at HBCU. So on behalf of Pro Player Promotions and UDN Distribution, we'd like to present this award to you for your outstanding achievements and being a Jackson State graduate and being so influential to Jackson State University. I'll let you speak for a few minutes. So let me ask you, what was it like to get the experience at HBCU such as Jackson State?
Well, as we all know, all HBCUs are individually unique, different, and so full of love. And I'm so glad I chose my HBCU. Look, I appreciate all of y'all for giving me this honor, this award. Since I graduated in 2020, I hit the ground rolling with entertainment. I got my degree in political science, but as you see, I'm not doing nothing political. But guess what? It's feeding me, and not only is it feeding the world, because I've been able to impact not hundreds, but thousands of children and encourage them that, look, if you can watch me bounce around and act a fool and have fun, and I still get my degree, I handle my responsibilities, I march in the Sunday Bowl in the South. If my little self can do it, you can do it. And that's why I keep going to inspire not only the youth, but also older people, because there's some older people that lost their dreams that need a little motivation as well. So I'm here to encourage the world, all ages, all colors, and all sizes. I love y'all so much. Thank you.
The Jackson State University, Jacksonian, Tay Cheesy, and right now she's going to be honored with Poncho Glover and Wayne Bradley. So this is Pro Player Promotions and UDN Distribution. So we're gonna stick on the theme with the ladies. I know this young lady personally, and she may be small in stature, but she's big on the scene. So we'd like to bring up right now Miss Skye Dee Miles. And I won't steal her thunder, but I will present, cannot. And she also calls herself Black Sunshine. So I'd like to present this award to you for your contributions in the city of Las Vegas in entertainment, correct?
Yes.
So I'll let you talk a little bit about your entertainment and your HBCU experience.
Well, thank you. Thank you, Edgar. I want to thank the HBCU Tailgate, Poncho and Wayne for including me in this experience. I graduated from Grambling State University in 19, whatever year, doesn't matter. It's before all these fancy cell phones, but I graduated with a degree in criminal justice, and I worked in that field for about 15 years, and decided while I'm telling kids to go after their dreams, I needed to go after mine. So I came to Las Vegas to pursue my dream of performing and singing and dancing and all that, and I've been on the Las Vegas Strip for 20 years as a headliner. And for many of you who may not know, in Las Vegas, there was a time that we, as Black people, could not perform on the Las Vegas Strip. And I'm glad to be one of the people that have represented us in a very high-level, elevated experience in Las Vegas. I know that my just told me not to be, you told me not to be shy.
3 minutes.
Oh, you told me 3 minutes, I'm gonna take 6, because that's what we do. But I just want to thank Grambling State University, maybe my family. It's one of my greatest experiences in my life. If people say, what's the best time in your life? Grambling State University is at the top, is one of the top 3. It's where I met my friends, I met my family, and I to find out who I am. So I want to say thank you to everybody here. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Go Tigers, Grambling, and Jackson.
I'm so shocked she didn't say anything about the Delta Iota chapter, Delta Self.
And yes, I pledged Delta Sigma Theta, Delta Iota chapter. I was the 8th, thank you, come on. I was number 1, I was called Chunky D. I still live the dream as Chunky, yes. And I was HNIC, number 1.
She got it in. All right, now, in the city of Las Vegas, there's a guy who founded a company that's pretty significant in the city of Las Vegas. And I'll bring him up without any further ado. Keith, Big Keith Bowen, founder and CEO of Bully Busters. And as he makes his way on the stage, I got a question for you. Well, let me present this to you. On behalf of Pro Player Promotions and UDN Distribution, we'd like to recognize you for your contribution that you've made in the city of Las Vegas. And I want you to talk a little bit about Bully Busters and the impact that it's made in the city.
Okay, first of all, I want to say thank you guys. You know, I just want to thank Poncho, Wayne for being one of my sponsors. Well, we started Bully Busters about 2001, where we go around to schools and help kids that get bullied. So you figure 90% of the kids are good. It's just that 10%. So what we do, we go on the schools, it's a 2-day thing, and we make them safe schools. So I just got off the road with Big Cannon. We just did the whole West Coast. So now we're going around to all these schools, man. It starts in the house. You know, everybody's saying, but it starts in the house. Then your kids gotta know how to protect themselves. It ain't like it used to be where you don't go that way. You gotta deal with these people. So what we did, I got some kids and we created a 24-hour hotline. They have an app, they got cartoons. We got about 390,000 kids. And our network, we got 89,000 on Instagram just for what they're doing. So it's great that we can do something now, because you know, back in the day, Mama used to say, oh, stay away from them. You can't stay away from them, that internet is mean. That's right. So we just created some for kids tools that they can have, man. So I want to thank Poncho, he's one of my spokespeople. He always come out and represent me and Wayne, they always rock with me. So I just want to say thank you guys. Grambling, you guys, I love all you guys. Jackson, I love all you guys. I'm sorry, I went to St. John's. I'm from Leon, I'm sorry, bro. I still can come hang with you guys. So I want to say thank you guys and I appreciate it.
All right, Big Keith Bowens. Congratulations, sir. Okay, another gentleman that has an impact in the city of Las Vegas. We've got a couple more with that. And the award says HBCU Tailgate Experience, Excellence in Community Leadership Award, Grambling versus Jackson State, Las Vegas, Nevada, October 25th, 2020. Ladies and gentlemen, Dr. Lawrence Weekly. Lawrence Weekly. On behalf of Pro Player Promotions and UDC Distribution, I'd like to present you with this award for excellence in community leadership, and just like for you to give your highlights about your HBCU experience and the impact it has in Las Vegas.
Hey, first of all, I want to take this time and give thanks to God. Man, I'm so very grateful to God for blessing me and my family. And I want to thank Pro Players Promotion. Anytime you receive recognition from people who look just like you, it truly is a blessing and it's meaningful. So thank you gentlemen, so very much. Poncho, hey man, thank you so very much for acknowledging me. There are some amazing people here in Las Vegas doing some real good stuff. One of you was the other recipient who you're going to bring up. This young man truly has boots on the ground. But let me tell you something. Me attending Grambling State, graduating with a degree from Grambling State University, was one of the best things that could have ever happened in my life. Anywhere I go. I have a master's degree from UNLV and a doctorate degree from UNLV. But I'm never, ever ashamed to put GSU on top of all that, because that's the foundation and that's where it started. Hey, God bless y'all. Y'all enjoyed the game today. Welcome to Las Vegas. Be safe.
Thank you, my good Catholic brother, Lawrence Weekly. Now, next guy. When I came to Grambling in 1988, during the week of homecoming, they'd have events during homecoming. And it was always a maybe comedy/talent show. And this guy always hosted the show. I never knew who he was, but when I saw him on campus, I could hear when he came on stage, "All right!" And that's all that he would say. And he would come on stage and tell his funnies and do his thing. But every time I saw him on campus, "All right!" So, all right, we're going to recognize, I'm not gonna tell you your real name, but Lou, Sweet Lou Collins. Lou, Sweet Lou Collins. All right! Sweet Lou, on behalf of Pro Player Promotions and UDC Distribution, I'd like to give this award to you for excellence in community and leadership. Congratulations, and thank you for having a huge impact in Las Vegas, but I'll let you say your piece.
All right, well, I want to say, first and foremost, again, we want to thank the Most High, man, for allowing all of us to be here, man. It wouldn't be anything without you, man. Thank you, guys. And of course, man, I am so grateful to be amongst you guys this evening. Shouts out to my man, Andrew Glover, and of course, my man, Wayne Brown, and the entire team. Of course, man, with the Grambling love, man, has been tremendously significant and impactful in our lives. Those of you guys who know that when I was at Grambling, coming from Vegas, coming from a West Coast environment, we didn't have any HBCUs on the West Coast. So Grambling was just truly something miraculous, man, when I had an opportunity at 17 years old to leave Las Vegas, the glitz and the glamour, and get down south, man, to the woods, to the woods, the trees, and the red dirt. It was just something different, man, but Grambling, we didn't have a whole lot at that time, but we overflowed with love at Grambling. We overflowed with love, and all the other universities around the city and around Louisiana talked about, you know, how rare and how country Grambling was, but we had so much love, man, and Grambling made me the man who I am to be. In fact, Grambling made me the man who I claim to be. And so I'm so grateful, man, what Grambling did for me, man. Thank you guys for recognizing me. I can go on and on and on and on and on. But again, Sweet Lou came through. Let's go GSU. And
all right, Sweet Lou. Hey, Sweet Lou. Where's Jazz here? There you go right there. Oh, okay. All right. If you knew Sweet Lou on campus, it was like a freaking frack, because these two were always together. And I'd like to bring him on stage right now. He's the executive director of CORE, powered by the Rogers Foundation. Ladies and gentlemen, Jeff Jazz Jones. Brother Jones, good to see you, sir. On behalf of Pro Player Promotions and UDC Distribution, we'd like to honor you today and present you with this award for excellence in community and leadership. And here you go, sir. Any words?
Yes, I'd just like to thank the HBCU Tailgate Experience Committee for honoring me and acknowledging me during this time, because there's so much going on that they didn't have to acknowledge the little work that I do in the community. But I thank you so much. I'm humbled by this, and thank you so much for coming to our community and making it flourish.
Real quick, what was your experience like at Grambling?
Wow. Grambling changed my life.
Is Poncho still here? So I'm going to give you this award. I'm presenting you with this award. I'm going to present you with his award.
Oh, okay.
So we're going to do it right after Jazz.
He said, well, the corner changed, man, ain't the same. So he sent me the application to go to Grambling. And I was messing up my money so much I didn't have the $5 that it take to pay Grambling for the application. And Sweet Lou paid the $5, and that was transformed and changed my life.
All right, so Grambling did some big things in Vegas, and man, once again, congratulations on your award.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate it.
And we're ready for the game just in a minute. The real Tiger's gonna win. All right, last but not least, he was the one who opened the doors for us, along with Wayne Bradley, to do this event. He was instrumental in getting the Al Davis, Eddie Robinson Leadership Academy started. Had an opportunity to go to Raider Nation, the corporate headquarters yesterday, and see what work he's done into making things happen here. He has already gone over to Allegiant Stadium so that he can get ready to be one of the on the coin toss committee. But his wife is here in his stead. This award is going to Andrew Poncho Glover, but his wife, Mary Harris, is going to accept it on his behalf. So on behalf of Pro Player Promotions and UDC Community or Distribution, why is it not killing me for that? We'd like to present you on behalf of Andrew Poncho Glover with this award for excellence in the community and leadership. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Can you give a perspective?
Wow.
I know you can't think for Poncho, but maybe your perspective on the experience at Grambling?
Oh, wow. Well, me and Poncho have been together for 32 years. We met on Grambling campus, and so we're real Gram fam. He is a man of the people. He loves the children. He loves to give back, and he just loves Grambling. He believes black and gold. Eddie Robinson, his D-Man Nation. So I just accept this award on his behalf. He's throwing out the coin toss today at the game. So cheer him on and, pray for us. Thank you.
All right, congratulations to you. Congratulations. GFN, we're in the building. We've got another guest that you guys need to be talking with, so we want to make sure we not prolong the time, but hey man, this is going well so far. What do you think?
I think it's been going great, man. We get to honor all the people that have been very instrumental to not only Las Vegas, but the HBCUs in general.
Okay, well, I'll step out of the way and let you do your thing.
All right, ER, thank you, brother.
Hey man, anytime, that's what we do.
All right, man, all right. So for our final segment, we're gonna bring out a guy that I played with him at Grambling, and he's went on to do a bunch of great things in professional sports. And if you guys will help me welcome to the stage my main man, Brian Lowe.
Yeah, man. Give it up. It's one thing to do it on the field, it's another thing to do it behind the scenes.
Behind the scenes, man, behind the scenes.
And the real work is done behind the scenes.
Yeah, that's right, that's right, that's
so
right.
So we're gonna,
Yeah, we're good.
Yeah,
So
time for us to pull back the curtain so we can see this here star.
All right, so Brian, man, you had a great career in professional sports.
That's right.
And you were not a professional athlete. You was an athlete now, because we both played on a team together. So you were an athlete, but you wasn't, like me, you weren't a professional athlete. Right. But unlike me, man, you went on to work on the executive level in a lot of our major league sports, not just football, but baseball, Major League Baseball, and the NBA as well, man. So just talk to us about your journey, man.
Well, my journey started, Brian Lowe, B. Lowe, affectionately known as B. Lowe, but from Monroe, Louisiana, and my dream started right there at Grambling State University.
Yeah.
Eddie Robinson, who I had the fortunate reality to play for, was just a great mentor to me, just as you know.
Yeah.
But at the same time, he was a disciplinary. So
oh, yeah.
He taught me the ability about perseverance, and I think that was the thing that fueled my confidence in being able to go from an athlete and to attack the aggressive world of professional sports.
And right quick, Brian, we're gonna mic you up so they can hear you on the stream. Okay. So what I want you to do is just hold this to you. Let me get this together for you right quick. Okay. Put this on you. We got technical difficulties, but we're gonna get it right.
All right, let's get it right.
All right, bro.
Jump in, since I know that one of the venues that I spent about 40 days a year at, National Park in Washington, because I cover that beat for MLBBro.com. What was it like being a part of the process of bringing Major League Baseball back to the nation's capital when so often we don't see people that look like us in the room making those decisions.
Right. Well, it was real. It was a really good experience. It was a humbling experience, I'd say. I was coming out of as the senior director for sales and marketing with the Pittsburgh Pirates, and I had a brief stint of being able to open up that ballpark at PNC Park, which is a lovely ballpark. And so that opportunity came, and this is where HBCU comes into play. I got a call from not only from my agent, but from the Washington Nationals that they were looking for diversity. Okay, they were looking for someone with a very accelerated skill set in the business, and they were just like that. Said they were looking for someone who was African American. So me being someone who was highly qualified and educated from Grambling State University, I got my master's in sports administration. My undergrad was in therapeutic recreation. And so I went on, and with the experience that I had and coming from Pittsburgh, it was an opportunity to come. So I took the opportunity and did some great things over there. Built one of the biggest ballparks in Major League Baseball. If you haven't seen it, go check it out. It's Washington Nationals Park. And it's just a blessing to be there, to have that opportunity to see the process from start to finish. So that's a plus for me.
And talk about the commitment, because that was an intentional commitment by the organization to make sure minorities like yourself got a minority part.
That's right.
As well. So that was a big factor in that move.
Exactly. And what people don't know is the Washington Nationals have a minority ownership group. And I was
led by James Brown.
That's right,
from,
James Brown. Yep.
CBS Sports.
Yeah, exactly. So they contacted me, and they recommended me for that position. So it was the vice president of sales and marketing, and so I was brought in to be able to just bring a business perspective from a diversity standpoint. What through the eyes of African American fan base? What are they gonna want in that ballpark? So it was a great opportunity, great experience. And man, I tell you, to have your name on the back of home plate, that's just monumental. I take my kids there and I say, look at Daddy's name up there, you know.
Hey, well, thanks for making sure that when you got there, Ben's Chili Bowl was in the ball.
That's right.
And if you're not from D.C., I'll tell you like this. In L.A., you know how it is with Roscoe's and chicken and waffles? Ben's Chili Bowl is the Roscoe chicken and waffles. And guys like you made sure it was in the ball.
Absolutely.
And that was big for us. Just like Chuck Brown when James Wood goes to the plate.
Absolutely.
Yeah, man. I want to talk about KaVontae Turpin, man.
Oh, man.
You played a big part to help him be where he is today.
Yep.
And I wanted you to just speak on that for a little bit, because I think people need to know about there's a level of guidance that you have brought to the table for a lot of people.
Right. Well, everybody, I don't know if we got some Dallas Cowboy fans in here.
I am.
Well, KaVontae Turpin, everybody knows KaVontae Turpin. You probably miss him if you look at him. He's about 5'7", I always say 150 pounds, And
boy, but he's fast.
Look, he's fast. But no, it was a great, being his mentor and his agent was a real humbling experience from not only for me, for him. He was brought to me because I had a little issue with TCU, and we had to jump and get over that. And so he had some issues where the league looked at him from a certain perspective, and they were not really trustworthy of him. But we had to be able to prove to him that not only his character made sense as an athlete, as an NFL athlete, but his size. And so a lot of that, when I called team said, oh man, we know KaVontae Turpin, but I don't know, 5'7", 160, I don't know if that'll work. I said, so it was a tough sell, but I tell you what, all of my experience in being able to sell stadiums and products and everything like that was an easy way of selling him. So KaVontae did really well. I didn't have to sell his talent, I had to sell his character.
Okay.
And being able to do that, we took him on the process, he went and played football for the last 3 years before we were able to get him in contract with the Dallas. So, but I remember that fateful night getting a call from the Jones family. That opportunity came, and we negotiated the right contract, got him in a situation where he can, thrive on the field and off the field. field, so we built his character. And this kid, you know, he did the rest on the field, and you guys see it right up top.
Yeah, no, we was running a few little, for you guys on the stream, you don't see it, but we've been running a few little, how should we say it, highlight reels.
That's right.
Of some of the stuff that you've been working on.
And a lot of people don't know KaVontae Turpin's from Monroe, Louisiana.
Yeah.
You know, and he used to be on the campus at Grambling State University.
Yeah.
He was actually recruited by Grambling State University. Well, let me say looked at by. Okay. I bet you they regret that they should have
I think that brings up an interesting question because you haven't represented HBCU football players going into the draft. We have a whole lot of different platforms right now, HBCU combines, HBCU All-Star game. Yet I still don't know, and you would know better than me, if the caliber of talent that we've seen that's already produced itself is still worthy of being a high-round draft pick. Do you think that there's almost, for lack of a better term, despite the history that we've had on the game, there's a sort of second-class citizenship mindset as it relates to people who are making draft decisions on that night?
Well, it goes beyond the talent. You know, we're in a situation right now where, there's politics involved, which that's in anything. Yeah. But at the end of the day, black athletes are black athletes. We're the most talented. The situation that we're in right now is where the black athlete was, where he went to college. You know what I'm saying? So going to college at a HBCU, I won't say that we're second-class citizens. They know who we are. It just have to be positioned in the right way to be able to get that opportunity. Nothing in life is fair, but when you get with the right, I always tell athletes, especially coming out of HBCU, get with the right agent, get with the right person that understands your culture and knows how to bridge the gap with corporate America.
Which might be TeamUp Sports Consulting.
Yeah.
Maybe. I mean,
Yeah.
I've heard good things about them.
I heard good things about them too. Because the thing is, man, like you just said, someone who understands them on a level that other agents may not know. And that bears itself out in so many small ways, man.
Correct.
Man, that's good.
Correct.
Well, man, I will say this, man. We got about 2 more minutes left on this segment, and before we end up, Brian, was there anything that you want people to know about with what you got going on? Because you got a lot going on, so we can't talk about all of it. But is there anything in particular that you want people to just know about that you have going on?
Well, my whole thing is about how do we empower? How do we empower our youth? Especially our black and brown youth. That's most important to me. And you'll hear some things what we're coming out with. I can't say not at liberty to say because I'm still inking the deal.
Yeah, gotcha.
But you're going to hear some big announcement from TeamUp Sports and what we're doing in the sports marketplace. And certainly it's going to be to aid just what we talked about, to make sure that student athletes are well taken care of, mentored and guided in the right, and represented right, to be able to give them the dream that they're dreaming about. So I'm just doing what someone did for me years ago when I came into business. Someone mentored me and said, look, this is the route you go. This is how I can help you. So I'm a big fan of saying, look, you don't need to know 1,000 people. You need to know one person to know 1,000 people.
Yeah.
So I want to be that one person for all our youth and those in there. Yep.
That's good. Well, Brian, man, I want to thank you for hanging out with us at the HBCU Tailgate Experience.
Good meeting you, bro, man. Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
That's a role model right there, y'all.
Yeah. And I want to thank all of you guys who are joining us on the stream, all the guys everybody who's come up and joined us today for us to go through all the things that we've gone through today and talked about the things, the honorings that we've done for the different people. Man, look, tell a friend about GFN, Grambling Football News. And I want to thank UDN Distribution. I want to thank Pro Player Promotion for helping putting all this stuff on. Without them, this wouldn't happen. I want to thank my man, Mark Gray, a.k.a. Professor G, the MEAC Maniac, Professor G.
So can I get the plug in?
Go ahead.
We got the Sure Shot on kick.com, the best sports gaming show, and it's all African-American talent for a change. Featuring Super Bowl champion Gary Clark. We got the HBCU Sports Nation fan page. Join us on Facebook, 10,000 followers strong and just getting started. And Wayne, I love you. That's my brother from another mother, right? From now on.
All right, man. So when it comes to GFN, like, subscribe, and share GFN with everyone you know. Hey, you guys, that's it for the HBCU Tailgate Experience. Thank you for watching. We out. Enjoy the game.
Go Tigers.
Go Tigers. Oh, go KSU Tigers.
I got the objective.
All right, thank you, guys.